in the sky. Go for it, here it is! Shockwave died!
Welcome everyone to the finals for the Winter Royale. Yes, players have now had a full 24 hours to be able to consume the Infinity Blade and what it has introduced to competitive Fortnite. But now it is time to jump into our first matchup of the day.
Next person to go down is going to make it a top 10, so everyone is looking to survive right now.
Outlet has 5 eliminations currently, and Kazooie also picked up 5 eliminations. These two players going huge right now in match 1, and this is it. It all comes down to this. Oh, the pressure is on. We only have a few more remaining, 6 players left, Monster. Outlet
is on no materials now. It's time to start the decline, and here it is.
Oh,
what a shot!
Tyler did not stand a chance there, and he drops down. Outlet's going to take so much damage. He will have that slurper if he needs to use it, but he's going to just get bodied by Legendian at the end there. It's going to leave us with 2 players with the Infinity Blade, and it will be Legendian with 7 eliminations. The Infinity Blade is in play.
He's rushing it.
He's going for the blade, and he picks it up.
Oh my gosh, he's got it.
That's going to give him the HP. That's going to give him a powerful weapon, but he needs to be careful not to get a little overzealous here. Nistic could win this game. He has 70 lives.
Go for it.
This right here, jumping up and down, rips through all of the mats, rips through every single structure.
He's 30% faster than the competition as well.
And you have to hear this blade, the sound of it. Nistic.
Bomb gets destroyed by Tyler 15, it looks like. Actually, it's Clarity. Nistic takes out Clarity just after that. RPGs are popping off. Saf turns that around. He eliminates Vivid as well. He's in the lead.
2 for that one. Cease now on your screen. High Sky got Saf and Nav. We're down to the top 4.
It is going to go down. We have a low ground game between Cease and High Sky. Tyler putting pressure on the mid grounds on Vinny.
And you see the Infinity Blade in the back. This is not going to play a factor in this late game situation.
C's got to be really careful for the edit here.
Ooh.
Oh, the pressure from what sounds like an AR.
He's got to use that shield.
Tyler's got to be so happy. He's getting uncontested right now.
Vinny, High Sky, Vinny with 2. Now it's going to be a 1v1, and Tyler is your winner. Vide is going to be low on wood. He has nothing. Linane drops from that rocket. He needs to be careful. He takes some shots there. Lyricin, 7 HP, nothing to heal with. Is going to need to get eliminations with the 50 HP bonus you gain from it. Dynamite out.
Beautiful dynamite usage here to blow this player out from his positioning. Lisser, oh my. Okay. So he still has a dominant high ground. So risky to use like dynamite from this high up.
Oh, and he eliminates himself. I knew that was going to happen.
Vide's going to take a lot of fall damage here.
Vide is going to be super weak, 62 HP.
Get out of here.
Once again, he goes outside. That's going to chunk him for 42. Nolan gets the elimination on Linane.
It's a 1v1.
This is it, the final battle of the Winter Royale Grand Finals. He goes outside, he comes back in immediately, but Nolan's gonna shut him down. And Nolan will get a victory royale for his efforts, as well as a point for 3 eliminations. And then it's time for number 2, and it is going to be Liquid's very own 72 hours. He takes it with 8 points. Congratulations to 72 hours. Number 1, and just to preface this, it literally came at the last possible moment. Congratulations to your Winter Royale winner. It is Nolan. You take home $75,000. The game that you had in match 6 is the difference maker. 11 eliminations, 1 victory royale. He had a top 3 finish to boot. Nolan, you earned it, brother. Congratulations. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Secret Skirmish. That's right, folks. The time has finally arrived. I'm Golden Boy, and I'm looking forward to bringing all the action to you with some incredible people in just a little bit. $500,000 are up for grabs, and we have 100 of the best Fortnite players here in an undisclosed location. I promise I can't tell you where we are.
But guess what? We actually have Kitty Plays down on the floor with Cloaksy and 72 Hours, 2 of the biggest bots playing today.
Hey guys, yes, I am here on the floor. The tension is high. And one of the cool things about the format today is you guys are actually randomized into duos. So Cloak did not get matched up with Tfue, and unfortunately you did not get matched up with your future fiance, Chap. Can you tell us a little bit more about the wedding?
Right now it's on hold, but if we reach 500K supporter creators, use code 72hours in the shop or use code CHAP, we will be getting married. So right now he's on lease to Cloak, but hopefully he comes home soon. You guys can help.
Let's go. The bus has launched, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 of the duos competition.
DMO with 6 eliminations.
Are you kidding me? I think they just got to 8. But Tfue's still alive. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, I thought Tfue wound up getting that elim. Either way, 7 eliminations so far. That's going to wind up putting them at 2 points in this game.
Now it's 8 eliminations,
8,
Jack.
And now any more elims they get is big bonus to start off game 1. 9 comes in. It's already a big bonus. 2 teams remaining. Can this be a ridiculous first game for DMO and Tfue? They could go for max points, plus the big bonus. Tfue popping some shields. They've got to continue to move. They're playing the low ground. Sam and crew trying to drop on down. Tfue the target of both enemies right now. DMO drops him in and chunks him down. It's a 2 versus 1. Tfue and DMO already with 10 eliminations. The big bonus has kicked in. It all comes down to Sam. The man has 3 elims alone. DMO and Tfue. Advantage in this game. Not many builds left. You see DMO still with 40 structures he can build. Tfue down to just 2. Here's a split of the duo. Sam up top with the heavy sniper rifle, trying to look for the opening. Again, still playing the slow ground. They've got some traps to use as well if they'd like to. This is just game 1. Sam charging on in. DMO and Tfue trying to break through these walls. Sam still on the high ground. Sam now weak, and there he goes! DMO and Tfue, 11 eliminations, and the victory royale. What a surprise! Tfue's on top.
Absolutely unbelievable. These two, Ghost Gaming and FaZe, both have to feel fantastic about that.
Oh man, this circle's going up the mountain. It's going to be really tough for these players. You need a rift to go, you need a launch pad, or you need a lot of building to get up this mountain. A lot of players might go down to the storm here if they're not careful. Soap and Bosick holding the high ground, but Cease and his partner might be challenging it with this launch pad play. Is Cease going to land inside? He goes and dips into the storm, trying to make a little bit of a juke, but did not work in his favor. Gets shot. He has a lot of heals. He's going for the elim on CPK Flame. He's opting to just go for elims instead of healing as a way to heal himself.
He's got 5 right now. This could be massive. He could potentially top back with 1 shield. 1. That's 1.
Great pump shot, but he's got to get out of the storm.
That's a 95 that's down. If he can confirm this, he just has to wait it out. They'll fall to the storm.
Great shots, great positioning.
No
Absolutely
way!
amazing play from Cease. That is 7 elims and the win.
Cease, the man, the myth, the legend.
Down to our top 8 duos, 10 players left. This is getting tense. Shot comes out from Aegis. Did not quite convert. Still hitting that player. Has to be so low ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Aegis trying to manage to get away from these players. That's what you want to do in these situations. Get away from these players. You see Nick Verks did go down. I also want to touch on Lyricin and Cease actually up on that high ground. This is a point here.
Yep, next duo eliminated. Not only was that a point from that, because it puts them into that top 5 teams. Now they want to hit top 3. There's only 4 teams remaining. Stuck out in this one. Gets picked up by Thwyfo. Now it's just a straight 1-on-1. Just with Thwyfo able to be picked up. Unfortunately, Thwyfo goes down. Anthony cleans it up on the backside. 5th elim pushes him to 2 points. Gets the victory out. But right there at the end, I don't know if you saw it, Thwyfo and J-Truth had 11 elims. We had 2 teams pushing into the big bonus right there.
RPG in hand. Is it time, folks? No! Oh no! It's an absolute collapse!
You hate to see it, Jack. You hate to see it. The wall block coming in absolutely crucial right there. Ronaldo and Saf still alive. The ultimate high ground here dropping down. Maybe a trap opportunity on his opponent. Saf is trying to push out of the storm. He's just barely ahead of it. Every step of the way matters huge. Takes a little bit of fall damage as his structure. The branch he was on gets knocked out as his opponent is actually getting pinched from the back. Ghoul gets knocked down. The thirst there. Saf picking up just enough HP, 50 there to stay alive in the storm, but it's ticking away.
He's got no builds.
10 HP per tick, Jack. He's got to push in and stay ahead of this thing if he wants to stay on his game.
And this is key here. The next player who dies falls just on the outside of the script. There you go. Base Soldier gets knocked and eliminated. You see 6 teams remaining. Whoever winds up getting dropped next, there's a placement point. Another one! Oh my, Saf now with 5 elims! limbs, and he's earned his team another point as well for placement. Saf continues to do it. He's dropping him down. Saf with another. Oh my God! Oh my God! Saf with the most ridiculous endgame moments brings his team from 1 limb to 8, and the victory royale. They might have just won.
On that game
They
alone,
might have
the
just
last 30
won
seconds.
the duo competition.
The last 30 seconds of the final match may have literally shifted them to first place and $27,000, Jack.
That was one of the most clutch final moments I've ever seen when casting Fortnite. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Right.
Here's our standings. Here's where we are. There's probably a reason I freaked out. And yeah, it's
Saf and
because
Ronaldo!
Saf just clutched up and put his team on top to dethrone Tfue and Demo to take the top spot. They will be your duo champions here at the Secret Skirmish.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to the IM Expo here in Katowice, Poland. And it is time to kick off our final day of Fortnite action here at the ESL Katowice Royale. It's the first round of today. It's time to get into this one. It's time to kick off the duos action. The crowd are loving it. Gentlemen, take it away.
This is it. This is that moment. They try to push for Hart. No, they're not going to do it. They're just going to knock him down. They have another opportunity later. Remember, he has one more rocket at least. And there, all the explosives on the mid ground. This is going to be really risky now for Provoking Tux up on high ground.
A lot of players being eliminated right now. All those explosives are paying off for being held in the inventory for the late game.
Vinny here trying to take this last Elam, but he has no match, so he's going to be in trouble going over this. If he needs to get elimination, no, he goes down.
He whips this shot.
Tux and Provoke still on high ground, but guess who's there? Zayt and Saf again, but Zayt gets knocked down. 9 players remaining.
Remember,
This is it. High ground is so key here. Provoked and Tux just taking all the shots they can. They're getting right to it. Zayt's still up. It's also the VP player, S7 SSK7, against Provoked and Tux. So it's a 2v1v1. It's going down to the wire here.
he found the time to reload. That heavy sniper might be crucial to replace a wall. There's another kill. SSK on Zayt.
It's all up to SSK7 to stop Provoked and Tux here. They're on a tear. They have 4 Elams to their name. They're looking for the last one. SSK7, we'll see what he's able to do. Does not have his teammate, so he's got to clutch up big. Here goes Provoked from 2 sides. He does the shot, and he's going to finish it here. Yes!
Oh, my.
Tux gets him. The nice pinch there, Lothar. That's exactly what you want to do in those endgame situations. Vivid there, looking for a little bit of a beatbox. Coach so low on Camo again. Oh, my goodness. He took out Kuna and Mitro. That's such a big fight. That's unbelievable for Camo and Issa. And there, Bizzle takes out Vivid as well. You can see Shinken behind him, Poach still up. Camo and Issa doing such a good job. They're on the mid-ground and getting so many Elams. That's another one for Camo and Issa. On to Stompy. Shinken going down as well. He's so low, and no, Issa goes down. So finally that Reign of Terror. It's Flexi and Dementos inching their way in. He's got to be careful. They're connected to that metal. Such an intense game off the bat. Camo's still up. They have 10 Elams total, and they're already in that 3rd place. He's shooting up. He knocks them all out. No way! Almost gets the launch pad, but there's only 1 player left to sneak off. He's flying, and Camo and Issa. He actually finds a spot up above on the mountain. He has so many minutes remaining. He can still do this. Camo to go off. He's trying. He's trying. The AR is maybe too high, too much to deal with, but no, he gets up with the double wrap. The clingers are coming out. Can he actually get above? And no, 7 builds remaining for Nikov. This is such an intense 1v1. 1 shot on him, and he knocks him down. Here's the SMP. Oh my goodness. What a crazy first game here on day 2.
Saf and Zayt, if they can pull this off and they can stay alive for these next 6 eliminations, these next 4 eliminations, then they're going to have such a massive lead over their opponents who have been able to maintain that #1 spot for about 10 games running. They have 12 elims now with 3 players left to find. It's a 2-on-2-on-1 alpha towards the low ground. Item and Tomo have yet again stuck their way through. They're going to be closed in on this one. They jump down to try to go for the 2v1. They will be successful, but now it's a 2-on-2, and they have to fight from low.
And I don't believe we've seen such a 2v2 here with the zone going back and forth. So many buildings going on, and the circle is just getting smaller and smaller.
Rift to go being used so they can try to maintain this. Actually catches on to pretty much everyone here. Saf going to be on the low ground though by himself. Zayt immediately dives through. The campfire, I believe, was used. You can see Zayt trying to heal up as long as possible. Tomo has fallen. Tomo is not going to be able to survive.
Us way through, but these are our points leaders. Zayt is in the open, taking the L in front of the entire field, and that is a metaphor for their current standings.
And Zayt and Sap, they have high ground once again. Just look at their inventory. It's looking really good for them. And Crippler going down eventually.
There's that high ground. It was Saf that picked up that elimination, and they are doing an incredible job. They are the only team so far to pick up 2 victory royales, and they could very well be closing it on another. X8 drops in on them, but does he drop? He gets knocked down. X8 doesn't convert it. Now they are just guarding this high ground.
You can't challenge the kings of high ground without getting punished. And look at that. They're just holding it. They have 6 eliminations, and they're going for more. They're up to 7.
And they still have the high ground despite dropping, because they're going to try and use this RPG to pick off as many as they can. Zayt, I believe, did get the elimination credit for that. He did, as that was Brazaru. And Zayt and Sap are having the games of their lives as they are up to 8 eliminations. They are 90 points clear already on the field, and this is a fantastic performance.
This is just insane to me. I do not believe, I do not know how this is possible.
Sap just got Stompy as well. There's only 5 players left. 4 duos. It's them against the world as Vato is desperately trying to stay in this. Shinken is on the edge of the storm, and Zayt and Saf, they've played the late game so fantastically. They've used the Rift to go to keep themselves alive, and they have the high ground. This is beautiful. They're letting Shinken and Stompy fight against each other for safety as this zone transfers across. They're dying to the storm. There's almost no real way for them to get through in time.
They can just stay on top and just wait this out. Just look at that Shinken just fighting. They're trying to hold on for his dear life.
They're trying to shoot it down to 1 as it's only Shinken that survives. Zayt and Sap are trying to convert, and they do.
Unbelievable.
3 victory royales for Zayt and Sap, and surely that's it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we already know it's somewhat of a foregone conclusion. It was the victory lap for these 2 gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, your duos champions for ESL Katowice's Royale, it is, of course, Sap and Zayt. No surprises there, gentlemen. What a performance from these 2 guys. The L-Dance came out in that final game. They knew what they were doing. They knew it was all over.
This is it, people. The moment that we've been waiting for. 10 weeks of competition leads to this. I'm your host, Golden Boy, and I couldn't be more pumped to be here because we're about to see the greatest Fortnite players in the world.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals begins right now. 24 players left in this one, but 20 duos. There's almost no duos remaining, Ninja.
Right, it's all solos, and this is kind of what's going to happen, man.
Mr. Savage goes down.
It's up to Benji, and listen, Benji's been in this position before. We know he can handle it. Nitro's still in the game as well. I just saw him. He looks incredibly healthy, but now taking some storm damage. Benji's just going to try. Look at the materials. Not a lot left. They're only using their shadows. I think he has 1 build left.
Yep.
That's it. That's all he has.
He's got 10 total builds.
10 total builds.
He's just trying to outlast as many players as possible. Remember these placement points. We made it into our top 10 duos. Now into our top 8. Zayt and Saf now. Zayt and Saf now on the high ground.
This game.
One of the only duo left. This has a Zayt and Saf win written all over it. Mitro, Mongrel's duo, was all by himself very early on. Still alive in this one. 40R Storm now getting beamed. Can the North American duo of Zayt and Saf close this out? Raining down fire from up top. You see the frantic builds coming in. Benji Fishy goes down. Mega, Mitro, and Scarlet on the low ground. Shots still coming on in. Zayt and Saf just sitting pretty.
Mitro just got a double, I think. 5 limbs.
Tries to get it done. Not enough. Zayt and Saf, 2 versus 1. Will they take game number 1? Yes, they will.
Zayt and Saf had the high ground, and they used it the entire game. Rain fire from above. We're able to make up 5 limbs plus 10 placement points. That's going to be 15 points. Game 1.
We've got Snappy and Red Rush on the high ground, and Saf
over the play. The high ground
goes to the high ground. Take, will he get it?
He's going to get it. He has it.
Zayt's got high ground. Zayt has high ground as they go to try to push for 2 victory royales in a row. Saf is there as well, but Snappy just appeared right behind Saf and shotgunned him down right there. You've got Darox and Item on the low ground. Morwin getting chopped down as well. Zayt with about 100 HP. Uh-oh. Here comes Vinny and Zexro. They're trying to challenge for the high ground.
Keys right now being held in the storm with 5 limbs. He's going to be eliminated from the back. Zayt taken down as well. Snappy still with the high ground. Zex and Vinny, the TSM crew, looking good, and they're going to take it. They just took high ground. Snappy gave it to
And
him.
they just got the high ground. Zexro on hype for the moment. 5 eliminations so far. They're putting their names in the hat for potential victory royale in this game.
They go down, right? They want those limbs.
Forward now with eliminations back-to-back. 4 players left in this one. Zexro and Vinny spraying from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone. The shockwave into the air. And he's going to drop on down to height for the moment. The spray coming on in. It's not enough. Zexro and Vinny.
TSM takes game 2 with style. Both alive. You love to see it.
The victory royale and 7 eliminations.
Look at that.
Vinny's hyped and Zexro looks like
He was stunned.
forgot his fries on a fast food order.
Still, Aqua and Nyrox up above. Then you got Benji Fishy in the game. 5 eliminations for him, 6 total with Mr. Savage's 1. Oh, there's a player in front of him. He pops up in front of him. Oh, that's so scary there, but Benji Fishy is eliminated by Sky.
Sky has been around the competitive scene for a long time, and for good reason right there. Nyrox now owning from the high ground, putting that pressure down. A shockwave was initiated right there, but it's not going to be enough. This is their map to control right here in the final moments. They're the only duo standing, Golden Boy.
This is their game to win. The cooler duo. Is this going to happen? As they're putting the pressure on these players down low. They're synergized, they're communicating, and they're ready to pick up this victory royale in Game 4.
He only has 10 builds, though. This is very intense. Both of them don't have much here. He's going to put all the splashes down. Is that the decision right there to commit? Looks like the shockwave is going to cause an eruption in the high ground, and now they're in the zone here. What's going to happen here? This is so close.
5 players remaining. Few left as Shockwave is going to send him all the way up. Nyrox takes out Falconer down low, and he's wrestling with everyone. But Nyrox is out. Oh no, he does manage to get the elimination, and in the storm, he gets the victory royale. 7 eliminations for the duo. A big, big win for Nyrox and Aqua.
11 players left, Dr. Lupo.
Players all the way from the high ground, still Aqua and Nyrox. They have absolute ownership of everything underneath them so long as they stay on top of their material count. They don't get overzealous with those builds. You have to savor those because right now there's nothing left unless you pick it up from a player that gets eliminated. Item at the edge of the zone goes down. Spray from that minigun from Aqua. He is not letting anybody move unchallenged right now.
So powerful. 2 duos left. It's Aqua and Nyrox, Cease and Elevate. The rest are all solos down low. Conclusion with the elimination on the Chapix. Cease and Elevate deciding to drop down low because I believe they're out of builds. They just got to go brawler mode right now. Cease getting chunked by this minigun of Aqua as he continues to rain down fire. Down goes Cease. Elevate now weak as well.
The circle's moving back the other way. Wolfies is at the forefront right now in one of the best spots because all those builds potentially already owned. He can just make his way on through without challenge.
Skype tried to challenge for high ground and gets absolutely beamed. Daedra and Wolfies in this game as solos. Cluja as well. Aqua and Nyrox. Could they get another victory royale? Currently at 5 eliminations this game.
Aqua, sting grenades from above, still riding the minigun, still 250 small ammunition remaining. This thing is so punishing from above. You have that high ground advantage. You have the shots on Wolfies from above the elimination. A 3v2 situation. Aqua, Nyrox looking to pick up the first World Cup back-to-back victory royale, Jack.
Pressure coming on in. They drop down low. The tag's coming through.
My gosh.
There it is. A 17-point performance from Aqua and Nyrox as they win it again.
Those 2 games may be enough to push them all the way to the top of the leaderboard. And
the results are in. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the first ever Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox!
Now, we crowned 2 Fortnite World Champions yesterday, but that was duos competition. And today, these people are riding solo. History will be made. Lives will change.
A player like this is going to make plays, sitting the edge of the storm. The box up, he's going for edit shots. A big hit. My gosh. On the outside, Booga picking up his 6th elimination. Creo, Rux, Booga all on the low ground. Bella EU.
One player to shockwave the height. It's still Sam up top.
Still got it. Same floor as Creole. 1v1 up top, 1v1 on the bottom, stuck in the box. Big hits, back-to-back shots. Booga picking up another elimination.
Booga is insane.
3 now. Almost going to be his game to win. We'll see here another one. Can he find the 9th elimination and the first victory royale, the World Cup solos?
Dr. Lupo, it might be time soon. It might be time soon. Booga smiling. He's got the health advantage on Creo.
Does.
Folks, it might be time for the shockwave play. Booga could soar up into the sky. Go for it. Here it is. Shockwave to hide. Shots coming in. No elimination yet for the first game victory royale.
Oh my gosh. Confident play from Booga. What a monster. The first victory royale.
Gets up to the high ground, maybe using this. If you keep jumping on the wall, you won't go out of the shadow state. He gets up top, but there's no one going to be there. There's a person all the way above him, knocks the structure down, and the player does manage to catch himself and maintain the high ground positioning here. We have some great players still left in this game, but Mongrel with 4 eliminations is looking for number 5, and that was on Nate. We're now down to the final moments. Top 5 monster.
He had to fully commit there. Those are the maps that he needed. He's still in the game here. He's going to go all the way for it, and that's a trade out with the 109 to the face here.
Huge elimination on Takamura. We're into a 1v1v1v1. Top 4 players now. Mongrel in the ultimate low ground, going up against a player. It's gotta be Booga. The game 1 winner will not be enough against Mongrel, who does get kicked quite a bit. He loses a lot of HP. No more builds, but the victory royale goes to the veteran Psalm, who manages to pick up a massive win.
Top 10. He's smiling. He knows it. He knows it.
Absolutely ridiculous.
9 players left. Unrelenting is Booga. Hasn't dropped out of first since today started. There's all the remaining players. Running low on materials, but he still wants more. 4 lives in this game. Box set up for a moment. Pyramid comes through. Booga still alive. Shots going down. Can't connect with that one. 1 build left. The final moments of Fortnite World Cup.
Oh my gosh.
Bow down.
Surprise.
Bow down to Booga.
Doesn't even matter. 4 players, 3 players remaining. It's a fight out for the victory royale in game 6. We'll see here. Crew following it all the way in, and T-Chubb goes down. Crew with a victory royale.
Crew with 7 eliminations and the victory royale. The monster performance at the end of it. But ladies and gentlemen, there's no way anyone beats him.